Good morning. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Oh, we've got a lovely show for you. We've got a lovely day for you today. We've got lots of different things, Christmas outlets. We've got David coming up with clear resin. There's all sorts going on today, so it's going to be a lot of fun, so stay with us. A bit cooler today, isn't it? Well, it is where we are. It's got that wet rain, my mother-in-law used to call it. That fine drizzle that soaks you through.
It does, yeah.
Wet rain. She's like, it's rain, it's wet rain. I was like, what's the alternative to wet rain?
Dry rain.
Dry rain. There you go. So good morning to everybody. We've got a fabulous team today. We've got our Lily. Hello. Back in the building after a few years out. And she's going to demonstrate for you today, so that's going to be fun. We've got Amanda on cameras.
Morning.
You've had a morning, love, haven't you?
I've had a morning.
She's had a morning. Made a coffee, put the milk in, half asleep, went like that, milk's gone off. I made another one, took it upstairs, meant to put it on the side, opened a drawer and tipped it in the drawer. I know.
Things can only get better.
They can. The only way is up,
yes.
right? The only way is up, Amanda, honestly. And then Ethan, his son's learning to drive. He said, am I driving this morning? She went, absolutely. So, yeah, bless her. She's had a morning already. And we've got Sam on production as well this morning. So we're going to have a lot of fun. Right, let me tell you a little bit about live shopping. So you can watch us on YouTube, that's the one. Yeah, you started already.
Oh, dear.
You can watch us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and on our website, which is highlightcrafts.com. If you're going to shop on either Facebook or Instagram with us, we're going to show you a product, and that product will have a code. And all you need to do is type shop and then the code into the comments underneath, and it will pop it into a basket for you. You'll also see the code on your screen. So if you ever think, what is it? It's on your screen. That's when we're going to send you a message to your direct messages. Here we are. And in that message, there's going to be a link. You're going to click that link and that will take you to our website where you're going to log into your account and then check out your basket. If you haven't got an account with us yet, if you've just found us, maybe you followed Lily, then please, please, please open an account because it automatically makes you a club member for free. And it means that you get extra discount on every order. Not just your first one, I know we're good here. Discount on every order, loyalty points for every £1 that you spend, and on a basket spend over £35, free postage. So it's all the good stuff. If you would prefer to shop with us on highlightcrafts.com directly, you can do that. Just go onto our website, click watch live, and then press play. And as soon as that show starts, all the items will appear down the side of your screen. You then click the ones that you want to purchase and they will appear at the top of your screen in a little red shopping bag. When you're ready to log in and check out, click on that and that will take you through that process. Now, a lot of you have been shopping ahead this morning. And to do that, you're going to go on the website homepage, click Shop Today's Deals. That will open up all the deals in all the shows. And then you can select ahead. So if you're going out, you've got the grandchildren for the day, wherever, whatever you're doing, you're busy, you can absolutely shop ahead so you don't miss out, which is great. Right, let's say good morning to a few of you. Mel sounds as if she's in the bathroom, says Pauline.
Oh. I can
Makes
assure
sense.
you, she's not.
I'm not. Good morning to Ria, Lorraine, Chris, Barbara, Pauline. We've got Pat joining us this morning, Maureen, Veronica, Glynis, June, Lynn, Becky, Wendy, Anne, Lisa, loads of people this morning. Tracy, Amanda, Lou, we've got Irene, we've got Alison with us this morning, Carol Lewis, morning Carol, we've got Judith in there, Norma, sorry if I missed anybody, Hilda, Marina, trouble again with the sound. Okay, we need to check that out. Perfect. Right, we need to look at this because they're all saying it's echoing. I don't know why it's echoing. Let's have a look at it while we get ourselves sorted out. So we're going to do a spin the wheel, and Lily's going to give away what the words. Is that better? Let us know if that's better, please. Go on, one of you type yes. Thumbs up, please. Thumbs up. Otherwise, we'll do it all as charades. So is it a book, TV, film? What is it? We'll do it all like that if we have to. That's better, says Pauline. Phew. Thank you. Right, let's start it now. We have got, this is crazy value, guys. If you want Christmas stencils that are fun, funky, and some of them are a little bit quirky, they're great, aren't they, these?
Yeah, and we've got 70.
Across four different collections.
Yeah.
I know, there's a lot of them. Right, so first of all, Shop Christmas is going to get us these. And what I love about these, Lily, is you've got lots of separate things. So you've got your little reindeer, you've got your Christmas tree. This is going to be fabulous over the top of a card.
Oh, yeah.
Snowflakes, so you've got all sorts going on. So you were working with these yesterday.
Absolutely,
What do you think?
I have to say, I love these. They're so much fun. They're a little bit quirky, something a little bit different. We bring you a lot of florals, a lot of the more sort of timeless artwork. So this is going to be great, perhaps for the younger people in your families. But they're fantastic in the way that they design. They're not always just need to be used in one full image. So although we're talking about this full collection being 10 stencils, I don't want you to think of it as just 10 different designs, because when you start to mask into these, perhaps you start to mask out certain areas, you can start to mix and match between the different stencils. So you're really building your own scenes rather than just using it as one. So it gives you tons and tons of different options, and they're just so much fun to play with.
They are fabulous, aren't they? Now look at the price. £1.29 each.
Crazy.
Before
Crazy
you
volume.
discount. Right? I know, we haven't got masses of these. If you want them, please grab them. Just a note as well, before everybody starts asking, they won't be SVG files. These are external stencils that we bought in, so it's not our artwork, so they will not be SVG files. Right, if you want to type Wednesday into the comments, you will be in the draw to win what Lily makes. Right, so that's our first set. That's Shop Christmas, $12.99. I mean, good grief, that's crazy, right?
Yeah, I'm not being funny, but when you see all of them, I think you guys at home are going to want them all.
They are fabulous.
You will.
Right, next set then is Shop Festive. Now, these are fabulous. I'll tell you what I love about stencils. First of all, you could put them on a double-sided adhesive sheet, put a bit of soap on the back.
Yeah.
Double-sided adhesive sheet, pour glitter through, get rid of it, take the stencil off, and then put another glitter over the top.
Oh.
So there's loads and loads of techniques. Foil pen,
Oh.
all that kind of thing.
Yes.
These are absolutely fabulous. Sam, is the foil pen on the show?
I will be using it later, because I have to say, Mel, foil pen is my new obsession.
Right.
I have absolutely fallen in love with it, so that's
Is it the duo?
No, it's a single.
Single one. Right, okay, so foil pen through these is going to be absolutely fabulous. And as Lily said, you can split them down. So there's lots of snowflakes, there's loads of baubles, presents, quick characters. They're a lot of fun, aren't they? I love this. Look at him, look at this snowman here. Come in, Amanda, and have a really good look at all of these.
Look at him, he's holding his little Christmas tree.
I know, look at him, he's just really happy, and he just smiling away, skating along. These are fab. I love that little image there. I think that's super cute. Musical notes on here. You've got sentiments in here and all your snowflakes. Presents on here. And as you said, masking them off is really easy, isn't it?
Yeah, super
And you can
easy.
do that. I mean, that, if you've just masked off the centre and just use that wreath, is lovely.
We'll be showing you that actually in the first demo.
There we are. Perfect. Right, Shop Festive is going to get you all 10 of those for $12.99. That's crazy. David said when they were out at weekend, him and Luke stopped and said, shall we get a coffee on the way home? 2 medium coffees.
Oh dear, where's this going? I dread to think.
£12. £12.
Oh my gosh, and you could get all these stencils
Correct.
for that, and that's not going to run out in 5 minutes.
No,
They're going to be here for life. They're tools. You can use them with all your stash you've already got.
Crazy,
No-brainer.
right?
Forget the coffee, we'll have the stencils, thank you very much.
Absolutely. I can make coffee at home, right?
Yeah.
Right, now then, these. I'm going to bring one thing in that will make you want these, because I saw this and wanted it. This is what, look at this. What about your wrapping paper? Right?
How amazing is that?
The best paper to use for wrapping is craft paper because it's recyclable. So you can now use these mini stencils and decorate your own. How fabulous is that? Right? Brilliant that, isn't it? That's our Amanda. I can tell by the amount of ribbons on it. Right? Yeah, she's like, oh, let's make loads of big bows. Right, first set up here. Now you're getting 25 mini stencils here. These are going to be brilliant, especially with your foil pen. Because if you want something really quick and simple for all those people at work, your neighbours, the people that you aren't super, super, super close to, these are going to be fabulous. But also for the kids. And your wrapping paper, these are just perfect, aren't they?
Absolutely.
You could make this your advent calendar.
You
You get
certainly
25 stencils.
Yeah. And you have all the numbers. I mean, if you're not using it as an advent calendar, then just easily mask off your numbers.
Yeah,
very, very
absolutely.
easy to do. But if you are, all the numbers are there already. So literally choose the ones that are 1 to 25, and you've got an advent calendar good to go.
Fantastic, aren't they?
Love them. They're going to be great for gift tags as well. You think these small little size,
Yeah.
just that for a gift tag,
Yeah.
quick bit of inking through will take minutes, and you get beautiful handmade gift tags.
Super easy, isn't it? Or maybe you're going to go for a little bit of cadence paint.
Oh yeah.
Or paste.
Or sprays.
Or sprays.
Or you can
all
emboss
of that.
them through your die cutting
All
machine.
of the above.
So much you can do with stencils. I love stencils. Stencils are just so, I know it's a word we use all the time, versatile, but honestly they do
they are.
so much.
It's like they're underrated, aren't they? It's like
yeah.
embossing folders.
Yeah.
You know,
Another
they're
of our
underrated.
favourites,
But
yeah.
this you can emboss with them as well because they are a nice thick stencil,
They are.
which is fantastic. I love that.
That's gorgeous, isn't it?
They're beautiful, aren't
you
they?
could do that multiple and create a background rather than
Yeah.
just using it as one. You can do them several times, start to build up your scenes, your backgrounds. They're gorgeous and they're super. I mean, how cute is that?
I know, they're
absolutely
fab, aren't
adorable. And they do have that little hole in there, so if you've got one of your little rings and you want to keep them on a ring, then by all means you can do that.
And what Amanda did was she wrapped the present first, which I thought was a really clever idea because then, look, when you've wrapped it and glued it, you get the full image. If you did it first, it would look kind of strange when you wrap it, wouldn't it? But this, I think, is absolutely brilliant. Right, let me see that again, Sam. Okay, 100% of festive, which is the first one.
Second one.
This one, that's all allocated. 95% of that is also allocated.
Oh my gosh.
I knew these were going to fly.
Wow.
Right, so if you want the 25 smaller ones, shop season, that will get you those for $14.99. So I'm just divide 15. Just divide $14.99 for me by 25, please.
Got the abacus out.
Toes are out.
59
59 pence.
Wow.
59 pence. And they're a tool that will last you a lifetime if you look after them. That's crazy. Right, if you want that one, shop, what was the other one? What was the one before? Sorry. Season. There you go. That will get you all of those. Now we have another one. I'll tell you what I love about these stencils. I came in this morning, I looked at the stag.
Oh,
It looks like a stag. How many times have you had something and you're like, what's that?
Oh, I know. Tell me about it.
But it's a stag. So you're getting all of these now, all your Christmas trees. You've even got your little firework burst. You've got your sleigh, your mittens. Look at it coming out the chimney.
So
Love
cute.
those presents. They're beautiful. Snowflakes. Have a holly jolly Christmas, which is great. You've got ho, ho, ho. Number 25, Happy New Year. That's going to work perfectly with your fireworks. You've got your little bag with your gifts in, but look at that reindeer as well. They're fabulous. I love the lollipops.
Yeah, how cute are they?
They're super cute. Little gingerbread man in there. Shop Holly. You're going to get 25 for $14.99. That, my friends, is a deal and a half.
Certainly is.
Right?
Absolutely. And I love the fact, especially in this one, you've got elements that are not just Christmas.
Yes.
So if we come down to that, that could be, like we said, New Year's. It could be any sort of celebration. You've got other elements. The presents, of course, could be all year round as well. So it's not just Christmas, lots more besides. If you think the snowflakes as well, they could be any of the season of winter. Maybe it's a winter birthday, winter wedding. Lots of versatility.
Weddings.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
All that kind of thing. Right. If you want those, you're going to have to be quick. Shop Holly will get you all 24 of those. Right. I think what we should do, Lily, is let you go and get ready for a demo while I do the rest of this counter because we've got some goodies on here.
Certainly have.
And then we'll go over to Lily for a demonstration. Oh, I'm doing some stencils from a scan and cut. Good for you, Marina. I love that. Nice to see Lily has a new apron after borrowing Stephanie's yesterday, says Wilma. Yeah, we treated her. Thought she meant she needed to have her own. Pauline says, I think a lot of these will be brilliant with cadence, heat transfer, medium, then foil them. Yes, Pauline, absolutely. Marina's just ordered a second foil pen. Brilliant. Right, don't forget to type Wednesday in as well. I'm just going to flash the details of that hot foil pen onto the screen for you so you can be getting it if you want it. We are out of wide nibs at the moment, but with these kind of stencils, it's fine. Right, shop pen, $19.99, Lily. $19.99 instead of $34.99. Wow. If you ever needed a foiling pen, Christmas is the reason, right? Do you know what? When I used to work at Bramwell's, Inka Dinka Doo did a little stamp, and it was brilliant. And it just said, Jesus, the reason for the season.
Oh,
It's good, that, isn't it?
lovely,
Yeah, absolutely. There was another one that said, please always remember that Ginger Rogers did everything that Fred Astaire did, but backwards and in heels. It's good, that, isn't it? I know, right? Brilliant. Right, now then, let's have a look at your stencil spray, because this is something that is going to make your life a whole lot easier when you're using your stencils. So a small amount of this. Lily used this for the first time yesterday and just went, wow, because it doesn't string and bobble and, oh yeah, not good. This is by far one of my top 3 products from Cadence. And when you imagine what they do, that's a big statement, but it's super, super fine. It never lets you down. It's brilliant with your foil pen because it holds the foil in place on the back of your stencil while you're foiling. So if you do miss a bit, when you lift it up, you can put it back down and get it in exactly the right place. That one is Shop Spray and it's $9.99. That, honestly, brilliant product. Right, then we've got some paints for you as well. So if you fancy going down the paint route for Christmas, you're getting all of those beautiful colours, Shop Pastel, $39.99. So you're getting 10 of them. So that's $3.99 a bottle before your club discount. And this is Cadence paint. Okay, so you're getting all of these lovely pastel colours. Maybe you don't do red and green for Christmas. Maybe you like your pale blues and your lilacs and your pinks. I remember doing Christmas with those colours. I thought they were really pretty. So maybe you're switching it up this year, or you just want a bargain on your paint while we've got it. Shop Pastel, that will get you that for $9.99. Now we also have some stencil brushes on here for you. These are the Nature Line ones. You're getting 2 packs, so 2 small, 2 medium, 2 large. Really easy to clean with these as well. And if you are going to be using things like paint, this is going to be perfect for you as well. So 2 sets of those, 6 brushes, $9.99. Shop Nature is your code. Right, let's have a look at some embossed card next, shall we? Because this is lovely. Amanda and I did this the other day. So first of all, let's go through this one. Now this isn't Christmas, but this is your everyday. So you've got those lovely, almost like those Rennie McIntosh roses. They're lovely, aren't they? Really stylised, but very, very, very pretty. You're then also going to get butterflies. And I have to say, the deboss side is as good as the embossed side. So if I turn that way, you can see that it's debossed into there, which is fab. So you've got that one. We've then got your florals in here, which again are really, really, really pretty. This is a great price. You're getting 30 sheets for $16.99, and that's before your club discount. Then you're also getting more of a tropical flower, which is fabulous. Look at that. Isn't that great? Little bit of ink over these. I actually like these just as they are. I like them white on white. I think it's really elegant. You've got your hearts in there as well. So that'd be lovely for anniversaries, wedding anniversary. It's my silver wedding anniversary this year, Lily.
oh wow.
25 years.
Gosh.
I know.
You've been let out.
I would have been let out, yeah, by now. There you go. And then you've got your tropical flower in there. So you're getting 6 designs, 5 of each. Just fantastic value for money and a really good quality card as well. Then we have some different ones for you here. So we have, this is like the printing press for me. You know the printing blocks that they used to have with all the numbers on them. This is fabulous. I love this paper. I think it's really lovely. It's one of those that you can use for male, female, young, not so young. Brilliant. Then you've got your diamonds on here. This looks like it's been quilted, doesn't it? It's lovely. Amanda, imagine putting a little hot fix rhinestone in the middle of each one of those. That'd be lovely, wouldn't it? If you want something special, that on a card, simple stencil, sentiment, job done. Brick wall. We've hit a few of them, haven't we?
Yeah.
Recently. Brick wall. This is brilliant. It looks like the stone wall in near us because it's all dry stone wall where we live. I don't really think they repair it anymore, sadly. Kind of crumbles every time we take Bo out. If I come back and I'll be like, that stone wall, dry stone wall, and then that feels properly shut up. Makes like, I know, and I can't do anything to fix it because that's what he did, or one of the things he did. And then you've also got your cogs in here, so you've got a little bit of steampunk in there as well, if that's what you like, a little bit of mechanics. And last but by no means least, you've also got your stripes for you as well. Right, so that is Shop Floral. $16.99. Now then, we've done a deal for you on this. So if you remember a few weeks ago, Stephanie bought you these little applicators. These are fabulous, aren't they? I love these. There's something about them. I don't know what it is. I think it reminds me of a rubber stamp. The first ever craft product that I bought, rubber stamp. I think that's what it reminds me of. So you're going to get 4, 8, brain's gone, 15, thank you Sam, 15 of these, and you're also going to get a full set of your chalk markers. I need to open that. I'm sure we must have one open somewhere. Let me just do it really carefully. Now, we worked out the other day that you can use our printable acetate. You can then use these chalk markers, pop a little bit of extender onto the felt pad, then pound some of this in it, and then use it on our printable acetate. It needs to be the printable one, and it will dry. You'll need to leave it for a little while, but it'll dry, and then you could foil over the top. So if you want sort of an aperture in your Christmas cards that's got that little bit of almost frosting on, then this is going to be brilliant. Now, we've knocked the price right down. $9.99 for all of those, and 15 of those. $9.99. Amanda's shopping. You can also use them with your alcohol inks, so blending solution on here, and then your alcohol ink. They're brilliant for that as well, but these work really well with it too. So if you want these, now this is a cracking deal, down from $24.98 to $9.99 before your discount, which is absolutely bonkers. But there you go. That's what we're doing for you today. Right, Lily, shall we do a demo, my lovely?
Yeah, absolutely.
Show everybody how you're going to use these stencils.
Right, so we were talking a little bit earlier about how we can mask off different elements. So what we'll be doing here is we'll show you the sort of technique that you need in order to create that lovely wreath design in the centre. Now, if you're looking at that design in the middle and thinking, I don't remember seeing that in stencil form. Well, you haven't, because it's actually 2 stencils joined together. So we'll show you the technique as to how you can do a little bit of masking to start to build your own compositions like we've got on this card. So we'll start off with a piece of white cardstock. Now all the stencils are about 5 1/4 inch square, so a nice large size, and I tend to cut my cardstock ever so slightly smaller than the stencil. So if I bring in the stencil itself here, you can see that cardstock is a little bit smaller than the stencil itself. Now if you do want your cardstock to be a little bit bigger than your stencil, all I would say, just around the edge of your stencil, I'd just add some of your low tack tape or your masking tape all around the edge, just to make sure if you do ink over the edges, you're not going to have that transfer onto your cardstock. So if you are doing that, then just make sure you pop your tape onto there. Now all I'm going to do to start off with is I've added some of our low tack tape onto there, or masking tape, just to tape out that centre image there. So all we've got around the edge is we've just got that beautiful wreath design. If I turn that over, you can see we've got all that centre details being taped out, and we've just got that gorgeous wreath around the edge. Now I'm sure a lot of you guys at home will have plenty of sentiment stamps. Perhaps you've got some of your USBs or your digital downloads that you want to add into the centre. By all means you can do that, but what we're going to do for this one is we're going to add another stencil into the middle. So we'll take our stencil, just turning this over onto the reverse, and I've got some of one of my new favourite products, like Mel was saying. I absolutely love this stuff. I was blown away. Tried it for the first time yesterday, and I could not believe how good this stuff is. No strings, no sort of residue on the back that sticks to your cardstock. You can never get it off. It ruins your project. None of that at all. It's absolutely fantastic. And I've just got a piece of scrap paper underneath. I have to say, I usually spray it into the bin, just so you don't get it on your surface or on the floor, but just something to protect underneath. Give that little shake, and you can hear the ball bearing into there. And I'm just going to lightly mist over the back of there, just to make sure when I pop it onto my cardstock, it's not going to move out of place as I'm inking. Just give that a bit of a David waft, just to get that ready. And then I'll move that out of the way, and I'll just take my cardstock. Now if you find it easier in terms of positioning, you can take your cardstock to the reverse and just get that nice and centralised. Like I was saying, my stencils are ever so slightly smaller or larger than my paper, or you can do it from the front side, whatever you find easiest in terms of positioning. Or if you find it easier, what you can do is you can start off with your cardstock a little bit larger and then trim it down afterwards. So lots of different options in terms of that. So I've got my stencil onto there, the centre section's all taped out, and I'm just going to grab one of my inks. This one's a pigment ink that I'm using, but of course if you've got lots of different inks in your stash, as long as they're inks that will blend nicely, then they'll work a treat alongside these fabulous stencils. And we're just going to start to ink through. So just working on our circular motions, just get a nice smooth lay down of your ink onto there. And we'll just go around and add our detail. Now if you wanted to pick out all the different areas in different colours, you could go in with your masking tape again, tape off certain areas, so perhaps you want the bow in a lovely sort of Christmas red colour, then just tape out the other areas around it, and then you can start to pick out your different areas in different colours. But just for a nice, quick and easy lay down a colour, we're just going to go in with our one colour for this particular one here. So I'm just working my way around. I'm not worrying about that centre section because I know everything's sort of taped down and that we won't have any of that design in the middle transfer onto our cardstock. The cardstock that I'm using for this one is our 240 Pro Print, get my teeth in, blooming out, Pro Print cardstock. Lovely quality, this one, really nice in terms of taking your ink. And you can see there you get that lovely blend all the way around there. Now once I'm happy, I'm just going to take off my stencil.
Perfect. So, as Lily said, our pure print is perfect for stenciling on. Please don't try stenciling on your premium pure print. Because the fibres are so tiny, the ink will just stop and it feels like you're using ink on chalk. It almost resists that brush. So definitely just your regular pure print for your stencils. And once Lily's done the demo, I'm going to recap all of these because I know we get lots of people joining us at all time, but we'll let Lily do a demo because it's nice, isn't it? See what different spin on things, right? Lovely.
Absolutely. So we're just going to, this is one of my favourite things about stencils,
right?
that reveal.
Because
It's
it looks
always
awful,
magical.
doesn't it?
Well, it does. I mean, have a look at that. You think,
It does,
Lily,
you're like,
this is your first demo on Highlight Crafts and that's all you can do. I'll be straight out the door. Don't worry, I'm sure it'll improve. Right, time for the reveal. So we're just going to peel this back and peel it back nice and gently. You've got to remember we've got that adhesive on the back, although it's not super sticky. You just want to peel it back nice and gently. So I'm just going around making sure I'm holding my cardstock underneath and just peeling back your stencil, and there you go, you get that beautiful design.
Look at that.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Fabulous, aren't they?
Now, you'll probably know I love my fussy cutting, and I'm looking at that and thinking you could fussy cut all around the middle and create an aperture, which would be quite a nice effect to do with that one. But we'll move that stencil out of the way for now, and we'll bring in another one. So I've got another of the stencils here, this gorgeous design. You can see you've got that lovely little stocking onto there, but all I'm interested for this particular project is our sentiment. As you can see, this one's already been well loved. So what we'll do is I'll show you how you do the masking techniques. It's super easy. So I'll pop some white cardstock underneath so you can see it a little bit better, and I'll just grab some of my masking tape. Any sort of low tack tape will do the job nicely, just something that's going to block out that area. If you've got your masking sheets, you can always cut those down as well. If you don't have that, you can always use your sticky notes too. So lots of different options. So we'll just take some of our tape, if I can find the end of the roll. Always easier said than done. Amount of times I've chased the end of a roll of tape.
Oh, I know, right?
Oh dear, the hours I'll never get back. And we'll just start to tape around. Now I'm not worried about taping all of the stencil, it's just literally the areas that I might potentially catch with my blending tool as I'm inking my sentiment. So I'm just going to take off that little snowball, I think it is, on that corner there. So we'll just tape over there, making sure that we're not covering our sentiment. So move that around ever so slightly, and then you can see we've got all that area taped out. So I'm just going to have a little check just to make sure, and we've got all that area around there taped down. So once again, I'll turn it over. I'll grab one of my brand new favourite products and I'll just give it a little spray on the back. Honestly,
You ever live without it when you've got it, don't you?
I know, honestly, I don't know how I survived without it. It's absolutely fantastic stuff. I love it. So,
especially with the foil pen. Because the fact that it will hold your foil in place and keep it tight is brilliant, isn't it?
It is. Oh, foil pen is probably my new other favourite thing. We'll try and show you that one a little bit later on as well, because I am loving that, I have to say. So that's just going to go into the centre of my wreath there. We'll do exactly the same thing once again. I'll grab the same ink pad. Of course, you could be using different inks. I'll tell you what would be nice, actually. You could ink the wreath like we've done there, and you could go in with your foil pen to do your sentiment, which I think would look stunning. But we will try and show you the foil pen a little bit later on with the baubles, because that works really nicely alongside that. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab my my tape again, just because I'm quite close to the edge of that stencil. I'm just going to tape the edge down, just because I don't want to ink over the edge and end up accidentally masking the edge of that stencil there. So we'll just take a little bit more tape and we'll go over there. There we go. That'll just protect that side there, so we can go in a little bit more heavy with that ink, just to make sure we've got a nice even coverage all over that design here. So once again, I'm going in those circular motions, just working that ink into our stencil. It's always a case of you can always add more, but you can't take it away. So build that colour up nice and gradually, just making sure you're blending that ink out. And once you're happy with how much coverage you've got onto there, all you're going to do, once again, we'll have that big reveal, and we'll just bend that back, just taking care, so obviously we've got our tape around the edge as well. I might take that tape back first of all. There we
Carol
go.
Bignall says, hi Lily.
Oh, hello Carol. Lovely
Penny
to have you.
Godson says, put a button under the end of the tape on the reel, then it's easy to find the end and peel off to keep using said tape.
Oh, game changer.
Top tip.
Tell you
there
what,
you
I'll
go.
be doing to all my tape.
Absolutely.
Thank you. That's what we love. We love it when you guys at home give us tips and help us out a little bit. Right, so there we go. You can see you've got that lovely, beautiful design there. Using 2 separate stencils to create pretty much your own design. And that's the beauty of all these stencils. You've got all those different elements, just masking them off very, very easily. You can start to build up those compositions. And all we've done just to create this into a card, I'm not going to spend ages putting the card together. I've more wanted to show you that technique there. But what I've done is I've gone in with some of my glitter just over those areas there, just to pick out that lovely bow and the berries as well, just to bring that little bit of detail. And all I've done in the background, I've just once again used another of those stencils, mask off that holly element, just to create your own backing paper. So pretty much everything on that card there has been made using those fabulous stencils. No dies, no stamps, no nothing, just your ink, your card and your stencil. And you can have so much fun with these. I just love these stencils.
That's lovely, Lily. Are we going to send that out?
Yeah,
that'll be your first Christmas card of 2025. How about that? Right, come with me. Let's do a recap. So you can stay there, Lily, if you want, and get ready for another demo. Right, so both of these now sound fully allocated, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go to the small ones because they've gone. I know you've got to be quick, right? People shop ahead. Get in there. It's good, isn't it? Right, so first of all, I'm just going to do a quick recap on how you shop because I've noticed a few new names, which is lovely. So welcome. The first thing I'd like you to do before you buy anything from us is just open an account with us. So go to highlightcrafts.com and you can open up an account with us, and that automatically and for free makes you a Club Highlight member, so then you'll start to get your discount. So the way that our club works is you start in tier 1, you get a 5% discount on all your orders. Then you spend so much with us and you go up to tier 2, and then you get a bigger discount. So the more that you spend with us, the more that you save, which is brilliant, isn't it? Now you can watch us on YouTube, you can also watch us on Facebook, Instagram and on our website. So if you're going to shop on either Facebook or Instagram, we're going to show you a product. All you need to do is type shop and then the code for that product, which will appear on your screen, into the comments underneath the video. That will pop that product into a basket. Then we're going to send you a message that has a link in it. So you're going to click the link and that will take you to the website where you can log into your account and then check out. It's really important that you're logging in so that you then get all those benefits of being a club member. If you prefer to shop directly on the website, you can also do that. Just go onto our highlightcrafts.com, click watch live, press play, and as soon as that show starts, all the items in it will appear down the side of your screen. You're then going to select the ones that you wish to purchase, and they will go into a little red shopping bag, which will appear at the top of your screen. So when you're ready to check that out, you're going to click on that bag, and that will take you through that process. And I've just spoken about shopping ahead. From midnight, you can shop all the deals in all the shows. Now, we've got a couple of shows today that are on twice. Those products will only appear in the first one because we don't want it to get confusing where we've got the same items on twice, because that will cause us a little bit of customer service, I think, because it's so easy, isn't it, just to pop the same thing in twice. Right, so that's how you shop with us here at Highlight Crafts and Live Shopping. Right, let's go through these mini stencils again now. So our first set, Shop Season, is going to get you all of these, all 25 of those stencils. I'm not going to lie, these are coming home with me, because look at this. How fabulous is this packaged wrapped? So Amanda wrapped just an empty box yesterday. I know there's no goodies in it, listen. Yeah, nothing in it. And then stenciled over the parcel, which I thought was really clever, because then look, when you're actually folding your present in, it still reads correctly, which is brilliant, isn't it? So craft wrapping paper is the best one because it's recyclable. Get the right one and you can recycle it. Wrap your presents and then do that. Great, isn't it? I love that. And you've crafted everything then, haven't you? From the card, the gift, the bag, the wrapping. I think that's a fabulous idea. So all of those, so you've got your holly in here, you've then got your mistletoe and your holly sprig, you've got 2 different baubles, your candy canes, your little sleigh, even got the little label on there to show you the Christmas. I love this. This is beautiful. That's one of the nicest snowflakes I've ever seen. It's lovely. Then you've got joy. You've got different snowflakes in here. You've got little baubles. You've got a hat, little snowman hat. How cute is that? For other Christmas, your bells, your trees, and then you've got all your little characters, your mittens, more baubles, let it snow. And when we get to Christmas, we do lots of different cards, don't we? So we do nice extravagant ones for our family and friends. Then we do some for our work colleagues. Then we do some for the neighbours. These are going to be fabulous. Quick, simple cards. And if you make and sell at Christmas, these are going to be fabulous. Do a dozen, 12 of these in a little box, all done. You'll sell them hand over fist at your stalls, because those of us that don't craft, I know there's people out there that don't craft. Sad that, isn't it? I know. I don't know. I've heard a rumour. Then you're going to sell loads of these, which is brilliant. Right, so Shop Season is going to get you all 25 of those for $14.99 before your discount. That just makes me smile because that's incredible. Right, the next set now, so another 25. So you could get 50 stencils today for under £30 before your discount. For 50 little stencils. That's brilliant, right? Gift tags, smaller cards, wrapping, gift bags, all of that kind of thing. You could even make a little box for your advent and do a different one on each one because you've got 25 of them. But what I was really impressed by, there's one thing that you can tell whether it's really designed well at Christmas, and that's a stag. Because so it's really difficult to get the shape right. They've absolutely nailed it on this. This is incredible value for money. And for me as a crafter, I absolutely need this in your stash. And you probably think the same because this is flying at the moment. So you're going to get all 25. Love that. You know, Happy New Year in there as well. Have a holly jolly Christmas, Noel, all of these beautiful. And as Lily said, these are for all year round. That's for all year round. That'd be lovely just as a background, which would be fantastic. So all of those, Shop Holly, £14.99. Not £25. I don't know where that number came from. I have no idea. Came and went. I know. Right, Lily, are you ready for another demo with us, love?
Certainly am, yeah.
Brilliant. Let's go and have a look at Lily, and then I'm going to show you some card after this.
Right, now I think we have to use the foiling pen because I've fallen head over heels for this foiling pen. It's absolutely incredible. I think most of my cards from now on in is probably going to have at least some little element of foiling on it. It is fabulous and it's so easy to use. So
and
what
Lily,
we create,
do you know you can use the hot foil pen on our printable acetate, so you can spot foil your acetate.
Well, I know what I'll be doing this afternoon. Wow, that is exciting.
Right.
Now that's given me a thought.
Oh,
I've
right.
obviously done this onto cardstock. How amazing would that look? On the front of a card, you can make your full card out of acetate or just have an acetate front and on an aperture with the baubles over your acetate foiled. So you're creating your own foiled acetate. How amazing is that? No need to be able to draw because obviously you've got your stencil, so you're literally just going through the stencil using that fantastic pen. So that's what we're going to create. I'll show you exactly how we do that foiling. So I find personally a little bit easier to actually work with a larger piece of cardstock, then cut it down afterwards. Of course, whatever works best for you, just have a little play and you'll see whatever you find easiest. So I'm going to pop this towards the top of my cardstock there. And once again, I'm using that lovely 240 GSM paper that I was using, say paper, cardstock really, on the others. And I've just got a piece of that masking tape or low tack tape that's about the width of that stencil there. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to tape that along the top edge there just to create a little bit of a hinge. So now that's taped to my cardstock. Now I do already have a little bit of our stencil spray on the back of this, so it is still quite tacky, so I'm not going to add any more on. So I'm just going to lift that hinge up and then I'm going to grab my piece of foil. I've just cut my foil down ready to size, or slightly larger than that stencil itself. I'm just going to slide that under there, just closing it gently to make sure that I've got that foil covering all of those areas of the stencil. And once I'm happy with that, I'm just going to press that down. So I've got my cardstock, I've got my foil, then I've got my stencil over the top. Now the beauty of having that hinge at the top there, once you've done a little bit of foiling, if you want to lift that back and check and see how it's transferred, see if you need to go in and add a little bit more, then by all means you can do that, and it's super easy to do. Just make sure my foil's nice and flat there, got no wrinkles in there whatsoever, just smooth that down, and I'm going to bring in my foiling pen. So I'll use the one that I know we've got available on the show today, which is our lovely super fine one, and this is going to be great for getting into all those nooks and crannies, all that beautiful detail that we've got within these stencils. It's very easy to do with this lovely detailed pen. So all I've done is I've just turned this on about 5-10 minutes ago just to make sure it's nicely heated up, so we know it's nice and warm. And do take care, it does get quite warm at the end, so make sure you're not touching the nib, making sure you're holding that barrel nice and firmly. And you're just going to go around literally just like you're filling in, just drawing, you're just following that stencil like you would if you were doing your outlines using your fine liner pens. You're just literally following the end, and I tend to go around the outside, go around that outline, and then if you want to fill in the centre like I'm doing here, you can do, or of course you can use it as just an outline if you want to. So we're just going to go around just filling out all those areas, making sure you've got all of those areas within the stencil covered. Now it's great using your foiling pen if you want to mask out certain areas, because you don't technically need to actually mask them out. So if you want to do just this bauble, you don't need to mask out the other ones. You just literally need to go in and just draw through that bauble, and you've got a single bauble. Perhaps you're doing your slimline cards, that would work beautifully alongside one of those. Perhaps just a little sentiment to finish it off, and you're going to get a beautiful, really simplistic but really quite elegant design. So with this area here, I'm just going to go around the edge, just making sure I've gone all around the edge of that outline there. Then you can start to fill it in. Now if you do have some of the wider nibs, of course you can be using those. What I tend to do if I'm using the wider nib is I'll use the thin one to go around the outline, and then I'll bring in those chisel nib or the larger bullet nib to fill in the centre. But as you can see here, if you've got that lovely fine nib that we've got on the show today, you can by all means just use that and still fill out those larger areas. It's just a case of making sure that you've added enough pressure into the centre, and of course you can always lift it back up and check it if you want to, just see if you need to go in and refill any dots in there.
Okay, so in the box, when you buy this pen, you're going to get the case, you get a stand, a little metal stand, you also get your foil, so you get 3 metres of silver and 3 metres of gold, and then you get a super fine nib and a slightly bolder nib. This tool is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, I love this product. There's two tools that we do here that are just in my stash all the time. One of them is the glue gun from Kit and Caboodle, and the other one is this foil pen. Look how beautifully that transfers. And if you have missed any bits, because that stencil spray is holding the foil on the back of the stencil, when you go back down, you're in exactly the right place to fill it in. You can also foil over foil with this. Wow. So if you're going to treat yourself to one of these pens today, believe you me, you're making a really good investment, because not only are you saving for £15 by paying $19.99 instead of $34.99, you're getting something that is really going to take you on a journey and allow you to spot foil in the comfort of your own home. Right, Lily. I'm just going to do a quick recap on these chalk markers and these, because Bridget Shepherd has just got these with the points. £2 she's paid.
No way. Oh, that's savvy shopping,
right?
Is that? Wow.
That's brilliant. Yeah, Amanda says, well done, Bridget. Absolutely.
Indeed.
So you're going to get 15 of these little felt applicators. So you can use your alcohol inks with them, put some blending solution on, then drop your alcohol ink in, and then you can work on your acetate or your UPO or whatever medium you prefer to work on. But we also discovered that if you use these chalk markers with them, and these are fabulous. So we've got a white in here, you've got 2 whites in here actually, which is great. You've got all of those different colours. They're a nice wide fibre nib, so you're not going to need to keep dotting on that felt for a long time. Just press the nib down, let that break that seal and allow that paint to come through. Really, really, really easy. Okay, really brilliant to do. But instead of blending solution, put a little bit of extender on. And then I tried it the other day on our printable acetate. Now it's going to take a little while to dry, because that extender has to evaporate, but you get this fabulous finish on your printable acetate. So it needs to be the printable one. You'll find it in the Craftmaster brand shop. But then you literally pounce the colour on here and just take the tool, and instead of doing that, you rotate it, just like you would with your alcohol ink. So let it do a little dance right the way across your product. It's brilliant. So you're going to get 15 of those, and 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 of your 11. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Well done, Amanda. 11 of your chalk markers for £9.99. So you're paying less than £1 a pen, and you're not paying for those at all. So why would you not? That is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant value for money. This happened in the production meeting yesterday. Stephanie was like, right, how much is it? Okay, let's bring it down. Didn't think she was bringing it down from $24.98 to $9.99, but she did. So you're welcome, as Amanda would say. Well, first time we did a show, Lily, Amanda gave away, instead of 100 points, she gave 10,000 points.
Wow.
So £100 worth. In the middle of a live show. Stephanie went, we've got to do it now. And Amanda just looked at the camera and went, you're welcome.
Wow.
Just it hasn't
nice
happened again, has it? It was very funny. So you can use these with this if you want to, or you can use them independently. But these are really, really cool. And I would just put a label on and keep one for a colour. I think that's the easiest way to do, because you get 15 of them. So why would you not? But being able to do your own acetate, make sure it's the printable one. You can absolutely use those on there. So that is a cracking deal. And if you do what Bridget did, use the points. I know. Right, I want to talk to you about these boxes, because these are fabulous, right? Now, this is a great price. So you can either get the round ones, or you can get the square ones, or you can get the shallower square ones. So we'll start with the round ones, I think, Sam. You're going to get 7 in here. Now, remember those rice papers that David brought you on Monday are going to look absolutely stunning on here. Imagine that, all of these decorated up for Christmas. Maybe you're going to put a different gift in each one, tie it with a really big bow around the top. Wow. Maybe you're going to a wedding and you want to make it look like a wedding cake, because that would be super cool as well, wouldn't it? So you're going to get 7 of them, shop round, $19.99. You'd expect to pay $19.99 for those two, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And the rest, right? Then we've got our square ones, the same. You're going to get 7 in there, same sizes, but obviously square. Shop square, $19.99. And then we've also got these, and these are your slightly shallower ones. So these are, you know, not as deep, which is nice, isn't it, sometimes? Because otherwise you're filling it with tissue paper or wrapping or whatever you're putting in it. But these are lovely. And they're a really good quality box, listen. Really good quality. So now you're getting ready for your Christmas gifting. This is going to be perfect. Maybe you do make and sell, and you want to sell the gift box to go with the card, to go with the bag, to go with the wrapping, to do all of it together. What an amazing bespoke surface you could offer. I think that's fantastic. Right, so if you want those, that's Shop Mache, and they are $19.99. Right, I'm going to do a quick recap on these stencils. Then I'm going to show you some card blanks, and then if we've got time, we'll go back to Lily for another quick demo. So, I've got a question. We got a question. Let's have a look.
Question, Mel. If I fold on acetate, does it have to be printable, or can it be ordinary?
It can be ordinary, but I will say it does work really nicely on your printable. So if you print something off, you can spot foil. So imagine all the fairy backgrounds, or your Christmas ones that we've brought you, and you use it on both. But yes, you can use it on all different acetate, as long as it's a good quality one, because the nib doesn't get hot enough to melt it, so we're good. Right, now then, what does it mean when you have points pending? So let me explain how that works. So once you've bought a product, your points go back onto your account that you've earned in about 2 weeks, because we have to allow for any returns. So we just wait that 2 weeks, because you've got 14 days to send a product back if that's what you want to do. So we need to make sure that those points are added after that 14 days. That's why it means they're pending. So they're there, they're just making their way to your account basically. Right, so let's go through these again really, really quickly. You're going to get 25 little designs that I think are super. You know the 4x4 cards that we do with the pearlescent ones, they've got that slight gold to them. We did a pack of 100 I think the other day, didn't we? These are going to be brilliant. If you're somebody like me that's super busy and you don't get a chance to make all your Christmas cards that you really, really, really want to make, mine's always Christmas Eve, these are going to be a lifesaver. Because literally a little bit of ink, paste, foil, pen, whatever you decide to use, inks, spritzers, all of that different things, super, super, super easy. So you're going to get all of these, shop season, $14.99, or you can get all of those. I know what I'll be buying, both, right, Amanda? I know, because you can never have enough, can you? And I'm going to make an advent calendar. I'm going to make lots of little boxes. I'm going to stack them up in a tower, because if I do one every time I go home, by the time I get to Christmas, I'll have all my advent calendar ready for the kids, won't I? I only need to make one box. Actually, Scan and Cut Club, which we are trying desperately to film for you. We're a little bit short-staffed at the moment, but we will get that out to you as soon as physically possible. I'm going to teach you how to make a box on your Scan and Cut, which is super cool. So all of this lot, all of these, shop season, $14.99. These are fabulous, guys. Don't miss out on these. I don't know if we can get them back. So these are bought from an external source. We don't manufacture these in-house. So we can't just say to Sam, get some more on the laser. Can't do that. Doesn't work like that, unfortunately. Right, let's have a look at these card blanks and envelopes. So you're going to get 12 different sizes of cards with their coordinating envelopes. So you've got some A4 ones in there. So if you want to make a really special one, imagine the rice paper printed on regular card and used with your mats and layers and then foiled or stenciled over the top. You've also got these, which are your embossed ones. These are fabulous. So you've got all of these with your scallop edge and then those little dots. I love the fact that you're getting some coloured envelopes in here, because that means it's not a bill, right? Yeah. Look at that, that's fancy, aren't they? Then you're also going to get your regular scalloped squares. You're also going to get your smaller white ones, so these are going to be fantastic. First time watching Sam MacDonald. Welcome, Sam.
Oh, hello, Sam.
Welcome, everybody. Will make you feel really, really welcome. You found us at the right time, my lovely, and we have a lot of fun here. If you want slick and professional, Sam,
You're in the wrong place.
she's only been here 2 days, and
Once
she's
it's
already
heard
getting
that.
cheeky. I love that, Lily. Oh, I love that. Oh, Lily's back. Back in the house. Right, you're also going to get your smaller ones as well. Now then, let's have a look at this. So let's take that Christmas tree. Let's pop it on the top of there. Look at that. Sentiment underneath. Done. Goop? What's goop mean? Oh, Sam's writing it on the board. She's doing it upside down and back to front. Goop. I'm like, no, I don't know that product, love. I can't help you there. You're then getting all of these envelopes and your cards. You're going to get your little teeny tiny ones. Again, look at this. Perfect. Look how fabulous that's going to be. It's like we planned the show, isn't it? Then you've got some silver metallic ones in here. Oh, look at these. Oh, that's a bit lovely. That's that special shimmer card I was talking about with that gold finish to it. How fabulous are they? Look at that. Just see it there in the light. Just casting that soft gold. That's beautiful. And then you get your regular cards and envelopes as well. Isn't that just fantastic? Now, works out 19 pence for a card and envelope. 19 pence. I know. And this is the quality of the posh card we've been bringing you. So this isn't an inexpensive, cheap card. This is a really good quality product. So if you want this, it is shop card $21.99. It's going to get you 114 cards and envelopes. I know. Brilliant, right? That's what you want. You don't want this bit to be costing you a lot of money. You want this bit, but you still want it to be good quality. That's what you're getting with this. Right, love, Lily, we've got about 2 minutes left before we draw a winner.
I can show
you.
you
Show us
the
something really
technique,
quick.
So
Lovely. Let's go back over to our Lily then.
I just wanted to quickly show you this technique, because one of the great things about stencils is there's not usually a right and a wrong way, so to speak. So all I've done with this one, and I'll probably just talk you through the techniques. I'm aware we've got literally 2 minutes left, but what I've done with this one is I've done that same technique of masking. So I've taken that beautiful little snowman there, which is just absolutely adorable. I mean, he looks like he's having the time of his life with his little friend there, the little reindeer. And all I've done is I've taken my tape and I've just taped all around the edge. And then what I've done for the one on the left-hand side, I've used it sort of front-facing. So I've gone through with just a fine line. I've drawn all the way through that little design there, and I've just coloured him in using some of my alcohol pens. But then what I've done for his little friend on the other side is I've just taken that same stencil, but this time I've flipped it round. So you get that almost like a mirror image. So you've got these snowmen facing both ways.
Lovely.
How cute is that? Super easy. Then all I've done is I've just coloured them in using alcohol pens, and then I've gone in with another of the stencils. I think it's actually the top of this stencil here. And I've just gone in with some of my inks just to start to add a little bit more of a background. So just lightly inking through some of those snowflakes, showing you once again you don't always need to use all that stencil. So we've used the same stencil for the main body of the card, but all in sort of like broken down pieces, going through with a couple of different mediums, and then all I've done is I've taken another of my stencils, the Merry Christmas one here. I've just inked through the sentiment itself, and I've actually chopped it in half, so you've got your Merry separate to your Christmas, so you've got the ability to have like your double sentiment like you can see on there. But a very easy technique to do, but a great one with your stencils. There's lots of the different characters across that full range that you can actually be adding almost like in pairs, like they're facing each other, literally just by flipping the stencil. Super easy to do, and so much fun too.
Perfect, Lily. Thank you ever so much for those demos. They've been inspirational.
Oh,
Hilda Elsie, you are going to win your first Christmas card of 2025, Hilda. Oh, she'll be running around the house now, dancing, doing a happy dance, not Hilda. Right, she's sitting there going, no, I'm not. Wait, look out for a message from us, Hilda, and we'll get your details and we'll get that sent out to you. Thank you, Lily. That's been fabulous. Amanda on cameras, Sam on production. I'm going to go and do that show with David because I unpacked it this morning and there's some cracking products. So I'll see you on the other side. He doesn't know. I'm just going to gate crash. See you in a minute.